These are the best highlights from the matchup between FPX and ThunderTalk during the 2024 LPL Summer Split.
Great stuff. Chocho stepping forward, just land onto life. It will be a 3v2 at the minute. Care has to flash away, backing away to safety into GrimVisage. The stun back is good into the severing bolt. UCAL now low. Milky Way pouncing forwards, looking for the takedown kill. Gets it. The Zenith Blade a little late, but Beishwan gets the reset. Milky Way over the wall, looking to try and keep himself alive or throw down the trap. GrimVisage.
Gold goes over to Beishwan as well, who is, of course, part of that volatile jungle matchup. But Nidalee with early gold, getting towards an earlier Lichbane, can be very, very strong. Shutdown onto UCAL also, well, it's not really shutdown, but the first kill onto UCAL. Very, very important too. We talked about the snowball and lane domination style that LeBlanc can have in some of these matchups. Getting an early kill there takes some of the teeth out of TT. Specific scenarios, which I don't think is one of them, but it's going to come out of base. He's not here for the grubs, so this will be the first set going over to FPX most likely. They can maybe delay, fight for the last one potentially.
They could lose getting a couple here, but that's a big attack. Huge damage onto Chocho, who is dead to rights. The spiraling despair ensures a kill for Milky Way.
I don't know what's happening with Chocho there. He's going to go finally return back towards top side as well, bot side rather, after claiming a couple of waves across the map and keeping his gold advantage in check. Beishwan going to take the second dragon of the game, so FPX won't be able to double stack dragons early. We've had some big talks in outside of Merc Treads now. You can get Zephyr as boots, so you can upgrade Berserker Greaves into that one, which gives you some tenacity too. But on the whole, it's really hard to get tenacity, which means Merc Treads have gone up in value quite significantly. If you used to, like the Nidalee is harder to play at this point in the game.
Yeah, I think that's fair, and a lot of that is just the fact that the damage back is pretty good. Chocho goes in, the double teleport's coming on through. This will be our first proper brawl again. The Gents corruption, they go wide. That could be problematic. Hold all out though. That means Leona. Nowhere to go, no sunlight to be found. It'll be the cold, long night of death for the Leona for the second time this game.
Leona sucks into Braum. How do you get into team fights when that concussive blow stuns you up so easily? Life picking out the Braum, very important for him. Really does feel like that Braum has broken open what TT wants to do with that Leona. They're going to use the Herald to go in towards that mid turret, break open that turret. They get themselves a kill. They get themselves a mid turret for Sausage Maker.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Why would you?
You learn it here, folks. Is there, you know, there are like some of those professions which have really odd names. You know, name? Is that a thing?
A sausagier, yeah.
Look, you can all mull on that and the mysteries of sausages as we go towards the dragon. Here it comes again. Will it just be unengaged into the Braum once more?
Getting towards the meat of the matter, such as it is.
Varus.
Over the wall goes Hoya. UCAL avoids some of the damage, but the turnaround of the Chocho is just so hard. There's no soul flare right now to make things worse. Life doing to work. Oh my god! The Varus damage secures one. Dragon secured as well as UCAL on the wrong side of the rift. Yes, you're here, LeBlanc, but how slippery can you be as it stands spotted by the Scryer's Bloom? Care and Dockdown looking to get some damage down as Milky Way will find Hoya. There's an Ixtal's impact, flashing away. Can still look to impale. The turnaround, though, is pretty huge into the spiraling despair. Into the javelin toss, into the Q3. And a takedown secures the score. Great.
See, the thing is, a butcher is too normal for me. We need something more spicy. We need another fight.
Like a spiraling despair. Damage back is huge. Dockdown staying alive for now, but he's in the Baron pit, and that means the Baron could be the extra member. 3 dead already for ThunderTalk Gaming as they run over the fight. Cassante gets one, but it's only the Leona, and Baron is there and ready for the Tabor King. 1xM with a triple, and the game flips on its head.
Finally, a fight that isn't about the Braum. That's been what TT have wanted all this time. The resets come through, and TT use their power spikes of the early Ezreal, the early LeBlanc, and then the Fed Viego as well to make things work. They get themselves a very early Baron. That is the Baron buff coming up. Huge item spikes. Baron spawn at Dragon in a minute, but Chocho caught out without a flash. Solar Flare comes through again.
Zenith Blade is good though. Life stays alive thanks to a good primal surge. The all-out Chocho is dead. They back away for a moment. That's a fair amount burn to kill the Leona. Hoya with the Ixtal's impact, flashing on forwards. Double impale onto Dockdown and Life. They get over the wall, but how much further can they go? Trying to stay alive. They're going to throw down the mirror pool to keep some space alive as UCAL takes a big chunk.
Oh, man.
And just about alive.
Away. And then as he goes forward for the engage there, the pop forward actually makes things just a little bit more awkward. Life manages to get out with a second cast of that shield.
Dragon secured though.
Once you get beyond this, it can get a little bit more difficult. You can just go towards something like, oh, Chocho, forget that, he's going.
Forwards. Towers down, can start to make some more damage happen, but Chocho's damage back is just ridiculous as the spiraling despair alongside another arrow from Doctor means that Leona dies again.
And it's not Chocho's damage back, it's Care that shreds right the way.
Interesting. They get a good ward down. Hoya being attacked to still look to Exiles impact someone into the wall, into the Impale, drags Care the wrong way, stun onto base one, does some damage back, spiraling despair, doesn't get the kill because it gets the resets, and now they can begin to body hop their way to victory. 1xN is in, can begin to throw out a few more of those Essence Fluxes and Mystic shots. They get both solo lanes, and now with a 2-man advantage, and Soul Point on the board, it is ThunderTalk in prime position.
Hugely valuable. The Mountain Dragons, just as base dragons, really, really useful. You can see that it's going to help these scrappier skirmishes even more. But what is Care doing pushed up like that? It feels like FPX, they lost track of where TT could be moving.
So many tanks feels really good for the side of ThunderTalk. Dragon started.
Okay, how much damage can they get on the intro to this? 1xN is DPSing the Dragon, not the champions. It's gone. That's Soul.
Now they can play it out with that additional amount to resist. Doc down to 20% HP. The Heartbreaker comes on through. Big Impale brings down the Cassante. Nowhere for that front line to stand. The Grim Visage steps forward to stop someone briefly. Doc down looking for the chains of Ghost, does land it. But they don't have enough damage at UCal. Steps on forwards will not look for anything more. Man advantage still. And they can look to go towards the Baron to really cement their advantage.
And when they have, that's the assassination. UCal picks off the jungler before the base of UCal as he takes down the prodigy jungler himself in Milky Way. He doesn't even stick around for the Baron. He's going to take down the turret itself. TT, we said that this team has always had moments of brilliance, and we've seen what they can achieve. And
UCal gets out alive, so no harm, foul, so to speak, and the siege continues for ThunderTalk.
So, TT, using the Baron buff, using the Mountain Soul, they can keep popping forwards, particularly UCal. Having that extra bit of HP every time he jumps in, regenning on that shield, gives him so much to play around, and here comes the all-in!
Oh, Impale afterwards! The Scorpion steps forwards, and FPX crumble! ThunderTalk, strike first! The Lightning will need to strike again once this series, but right now they're on fire, a triple to UCal, a player who is finally looking to be back on top form. FPX, their fire is extinguished in game 1.
The Phoenix, legendary though it might be, had to go through trial, tribulation, lightning, and a team fight based off of that. On the other side, if TT get themselves a big engage where you can have the Karthus and everyone else running forward, I think that's how they win the game.
I largely agree. The picks from the side. This is in real time.
I do like the fact that even though he went towards the Q and didn't level his E to make sure he could farm a little easier. Root lands, Blitzcrank hook. Here comes Beichuan though.
Knocked out of the crash down as well as predictable, but Beichuan with the lay waste of the Defile running is doing so much work. Milky Way, first blood, but now so low in a dangerous position.
Triple roots.
Lands the swirl sealed, but now the root is so huge. Life gets a knockdown, but another bowling ball comes crashing on down into the moon shot. A final auto just not available to bring Togdam down. The binding eclipse on up for the power afterwards. Red Buff wins it for him.
It's Beichuan's 100. It's a bit of control there. Dragon being started up. Milky Way, no flash, no mana. He's in a lot of danger here.
Emma is here at level 6, and that could get a bit spicy. Beichuan backs away, but no flash on the Karthus. The Wall of Pain is good. Jojo very low, though. Over the wall goes 1xN with a Crescendo and an Inferno to try and trade this one out, and makes it a very spicy prospect indeed. Care no mana, has to flash. The jungler
fourth
down
shot,
for
fourth
both
shot on
teams.
Dragon, that's what he's
Gets
looking
one
for.
Very difficult. Needs to try and time it well. Gets it, no! So close. But no banana.
So you see
early plays from FPX. Down about 1,000 gold is pretty difficult to manage. And as you said, the lethality Corki, a lot of squishy targets for attackers. Stun for stun makes this one interesting. The X-Style's impact will not quite get Hoya into the wall, but Lightning here alongside Milky Way makes Hoya a very difficult prospect to escape. Doesn't bother burning the Dominus. Of course, doesn't have it for another 6 seconds on anyway.
He doesn't have cleanse, but has flash, but he's alone here. Why have they left him alone?
Flashes away, still has the Severin Crescendo for the hook afterwards. It's huge. Lilting Lullaby gets the Moonlight Vigil off for the heal. Tries to heal his way back out, but can't secure it. They get the shutdown. And of course, it's Dogdam that picks it up.
Dogdam gets some gold back. Now with so much committed though, can they protect their jungler?
I think they can. That's going to be a very quick kill onto the Lilia. Hop on forward from UCal. Trying to get some damage onto Care, who needs to live up to his namesake. The W route though. Gonna try and get the kill with the Requiem! And Care's brought down.
Build up over time, and then if he gets enough of it, 6 stacks already in 11 minutes. That's going to be nasty as hell. Beitron running a low on mana, but should be able to take this dragon all the same. There was a good shutdown onto 1xN. I thought that was going to be a big moment for FPX, but then they overstay bluntly, and that's going to mean 2 minutes for an extra health anymore. He does need to care for Care. Care is an assassin right now with the opportunity.
Be very difficult. Ixtal's impact coming across the wall. Hoya tries to get a stun, does something back, but there's just so much damage. There's nothing to be done. Care gets some damage back and kills off the crocodile.
The Valkyrie damage taking over time, which makes that trade even. Chocho caught.
Got caught a lot the last game as well. We'll throw the Magnus Storm in. Beitron gets hope, but the damage is just brutal back. And now 1xN avoids a deadly flourish, but it's Beitron who gets eviscerated. There's 2 dead.
It was, and you know what? I don't even think this that surprising. The Jin show with this, and that's about it.
Chocho gets tanked very low, does go down, but the damage back is pretty huge.
That's 1 kill back.
Lands the ult, and that makes it a 1-for-1. Both supports down.
Jin ult coming back. They're trying to get some poke back. Hoya needs to tank some of this up. If 1xN eats another shot, this fight could just be very, very hard to work with. 4th shot being held. Goes on to Beitron. 1xN has the rifle turrets.
Does a lot of damage back. Shallow, who though is a very tanky boy. Down to about half HP as the dragon fight commences. Big swell sealed to 1xN. Needs to be afraid of the Lilting Lullaby being pulled. Milky Way holds off. On the other side, UCal chasing 2 away. Dragon secured. Now the fight afterwards. Flash on forwards for the blooming blow. 1xN gets the kill. Stays alive. Flash on forward for Shallow to finally kill off the Aphelios, but the damage in many ways already done. Dogdam down so low. UCal gets flash hooked, and UCal can go nowhere, does go down, and that makes it a 3v2 in the mid lane. Flash for the Impale. Hoya taken low. Dogdam waiting for the reload. Cannot get in range for the Q, and Dogdam just brings the crocodile down.
Oh, the Aphelios could absolutely look towards TT. They're losing bits of vision control too. Shallow who walking up. Another swell seed, another ult.
Oh, it's off cooldown. That puts Beitwan in a dead spot. Nowhere to go. They hold on to him. There's no one around him. So the jungler is dead. Baron is spawned. They'll pull off a Requiem for a fair chunk, particularly onto Milky Way, but you've got
seeds, good rockets to make the difference. It's going to buy them a lot of mid lane pressure. It's going to buy them over the dragon as well to even up the dragon's 2-2. And it feels like TT don't have the front line to tank these skill shots.
And, you know, it's worth pointing out.
Get this vision over the wall. TT needs to be so careful.
Misses the hook, and that's how the wall of pain afterwards can prove pretty tricky. Flash of forwards. Chocho gonna be pulled back by the Impale. It just doesn't happen. They think they've got a catch on the Blitzcrank, and it goes so wrong. Beitwan dead. Now into his passive form. 1xN trying to run away from Shallow, but he's dead as well. The Requiem after at least gets something. But it's too little, it's too late. Shallow just jumps UCal into a wall. This Scorpion takes no damage at all. Both AD carries barely tickling the Guardian of Ixtal.
Yeah, I guess we've got a showing of the Scorpion King here today. Skarner has well and truly taken over the LPL.
No, Lilting Lullaby could prove a bit difficult.
Teleport
now beginning to fly. Will force TT to back away. Chocho gets on the Magnus Storm though. That's huge. Moonlight Vigil. But 1. Dogdam. Low. Not down. The 4th shot's finally taken out. The Buster Shot gets him. 1xN with a Severum, a Crescendo and a Dream. Here comes the Requiem. Shallow who not burned out. Trying to get towards the Scorpion. And actually that will surely end the Baron shove.
Blitzcrank hooks and to maybe get themselves flashing forward into position as well. 1xN has it, UCal doesn't, and of course Beitron doesn't have it on the same amount of time. FPX, they just need to keep landing. It does give a lot more stats and recompense for it. UCal walking forwards, Shallow walking forwards again. Shallow can get the ult and he pings 1.
Not the biggest target. Chocho gets to hop away, still taking about half HP. The Lilting Lullaby comes on, die redemption afterwards, just dead. Milky Way burns him out of nowhere. Now Hoya's teleported in.
There we go. This is the Hail Mary. He might just have to try and clear the wave, and the hook lands!
They got the hook. Shallow, who taken very low, will actually likely burn very low outside of this. Massive ultimate from Karthus. The flash in. The Moonlight Vigil. Not enough to kill. Still not enough to kill the Scorpion. Hoya just about alive. It's a 2-for-1.
That fell. Never go towards that. All the same, though, getting pulled into the enemy team and dying has value. Chocho, this time, not going to escape so easily.
No, he's dead to rights. That Ral beginning to look a little bit hobbled on this horse, made into glue once.
From out of fog, FPX, they'll have a Baron to potentially claim for themselves in 20 seconds. TT, very hard for them to approach. They're, again, waiting for Chocho.
All that kind of objective bounty stacking could be pretty huge.
Big thing here. We have the rifle turrets, very good at killing objectives. It just completely melts. They use the Aphelios weapons. Can they get out alive?
Shalahour on a massive flank, though. That Skarner is not tracked. Ixtal's impact about to go on. To what extent? The hook lands! Aphelios down! Beitwan down! Dokdam is finally responded to, and that'll make it a couple back. The problem is everyone is dead. UCAL trying to reset and get out to safety some way, somehow. It'll be, in the end, you feel, a 4 for 2, but Baron was taken by ThunderTalk in the blink of an eye.
They take it so quickly. They will actually win, but they just find it so hard to get that damage down.
Soul and the range, and this kind of combo is so hard to manage. Lilting Lullaby is QSS'd out, but the base is broken in the face of the Baron. 2 inhibitors currently being
teleport,
assaulted.
Deep teleport. Who's that coming from? That's coming from Hoya. Where's the other teleports?
Oh boy, that's very deep. He's just gone. It's just worked out so very poorly. Beitwan flashes out, still going to die. The Karthus may be forced to ult right now in a requiem for the game. The Moonlight Vigil is solid, but Milky Way World Golden Retriever at the game. Looking like a dog with a bone. FPX begin to step on forward and savage the remains of ThunderTalk.
Hoya gets melted. We will be going to a game 3. A Zhonya's on the critical ultimate from 1xN. It means that he cannot impact the fight. The ultimate could have changed everything for that cannon, but when you have the Pike and the Ashe, I guess you have a lot of pick CC. Having a more point-and-click assassin from the jungle at that point, if you get the Q onto a stunned target, they will. Extra engage is down at level 1.
He stays as a unit, but they might end up face-checking a lot of people here. Hoya gets pulled back, but he's still got a counter-strike rolling. That puts life into death.
Life goes down. Chocho level 1. What can they do?
Red buff on Milky Way, so this will be a dive that could go very wrong yet. Get the hook. Life pulling himself away. Still not taking Tower Agger until just now. They get the kill. They get out.
They get out. Can they re-dive? Hoya still level 2. Does he get level 3? I don't think he can. Q lands.
Flash. Gonna try and get that final kill. There's the Q to get it. Shalahour flashes away. Stays alive. Both dead.
Oh my word. It's a circus act. Welcome to Snowball. UCAL coming top. He has level 6. No XP on top side. No flash on top side. Shalahour. He's dead, buddy.
There's nowhere to go for this one. They're going to try and donate this one over to Hoya, you expect. And he is given the kill. Quite right now. And Beitwan and UCAL are here. Care is beginning to roam, but it's going to be a little later to the play. I think we might be looking at a skirmish, mate.
Chocho, what can he do? Hook onto UCAL, but a hook in return means life dies.
Life again not living up to his namesake. Flash on forwards from Milky Way. Can't land the damage required until just now. Now the fight can continue. Still, the 3v3! The heal! Just about enough to keep people up. Sorry, I apologize. That was the exhaust.
We'll be able to potentially do to them what happened to them with the Blitzcrank before this. Arrow into mid lane, and it hits!
That's huge. Such a long stun at this point. They land the Q afterwards. Kick afterwards. It is so clean. The shot back onto UCAL. Doesn't make a difference for Milky Way's health bar in the end. Lands onto Chocho, but will buff away through on the Q. Teleport behind into the hook. Chocho not taking all that much damage, and that's a lot of ultimates. UCAL, though, desperately low, has to flash out. Death from below. UCAL down for the count on the other side. The fights continue to reign in favor of FunPlus Phoenix. Fire and ash reigns over the entire jungle of ThunderTalk Gaming, who are grounded by the damage of FPX.
It's not even a cannon flanking with ultimate. It's Chala who comes in to cut them off at the pass, and life gets double resets. You need a big lead on these kind of champions before 20 minutes to justify this composition. This is the start of it. They get them. I mentioned this a minute or two ago, actually, in regards to those objectives. They haven't been contesting. The arrow goes down. That was really... Oh, let's see if Care can jump forward. He can, but there's a smoke screen waiting for him. He needs to be careful here.
Ooh, the damage is pretty good. Jumps over the head, still got a buster shot available, and it is nice. Shalahour.
Here comes Hoya. Hoya has flash, he has ult, and Shalahour has none himself. He'll go down.
Oh boy, and FPX can't finish up the Herald. They're too slow on it. Shalahour loses the ultimate and ends up paying for it. Now Milky Way gets over, takes the Herald somehow, some way. Can he pick up the eye as well? He does.
He flashes, he ults, he gets the smite for the Herald. You have to ask whether it was hit by Care. That gold advantage coming straight down towards bot side.
And they thought they had the flank, it was not. Now Hoya in a dangerous position. The arrow finally goes wide. Hoya forced to flash, but there's a bone skewer waiting for him. The death from below goes wide and will be put on cooldown.
Yeah, he's got the right timing for it. Hoya dies too quickly. So you can't get the reset on it, sadly for him, nor can you get the cash.
Bit for Nautilus, I guess.
With Hoya being dead, they can't defend this turret. And as we said, the death for the Herald will lead to that mid lane outer turret. Chocho ends up taking another Q as well. FPX, it's been a bit unorthodox.
Gets a slow with the cripple. Crescent strike available. Hoya's going to try and get towards some of these winning waves best they can. They're trying to deliver the kill over to Care, who gets kicked away and donated over to Care. That's a 5th kill for this Tristan. Xiaolahu doing the best. Got a flash available from Xiaolahu. Life goes over the wall. Arrow lands onto Beichuan. Taken pretty low. Chocho gets a hook, though, onto Care, who has to flash away. Hoya gets into the pit. Down to 3,000 HP.
Xiaolahu.
Life for Xiaolahu. They can make something happen here. Dragon secured. Q helps with that one. Chocho low. Xiaolahu gets a monster combo with the assistant of a buster shot to send them all flying through the inclement weather. It's a Category 5 disaster. Hoya desperately trying to run away, but a counter-strike is just the wrong game, mate. There's no heads to click on, and they all die.
It's the Jax, and Chocho, I think at this point, even he dies in the duration of the arrow at this point because of the damage that's come through, especially with the Lord Dominic's regards being built up from Cap. TT, very hard for them to reclaim territory, but this might just help if they catch Cap.
He's dead. 1,000 gold shutdown over to the Jax.
Oh my gosh, that is...
As you noted, starts up the Dragon by themselves. They'll bring over Dokdam to finish stuff one off in short order. It's done.
Going down, TT, they need to face check this. They don't want to give over another Baron, though.
Go down pretty fast. The Hawk shot doesn't spot people. ThunderTalk now beginning to move on over. Life finally spotted, but they just don't know. It's surely about to go down.
Xiaolahu, can you teleport behind them during this? No. That's going to be the Baron gone. No fight happening, though. Xiaolahu doesn't want to pull the trigger there. Baron taken by FPX, and they're going to hope to get a positive Baron power play this time. You see they have a spell shield as well onto Varus now. Chocho is going to get hit by the arrow. Does he die? I think he does now.
Oh, he does. He's gone. That's a huge amount of damage.
And there's the paradigm shift. You have too much damage for Choto to face check. The ults are down now, at least just one of them. I don't think they want to be engaging into Gareth. Whoa.
Oh. Dokdam has to flash out from the potential burst from base.
Now no flash on the Graves. Can he do that again? Chocho coming forwards.
Arrow lands onto Yukal, Milky Way away, dies though. Hoya gets that one, alongside, of course, that Graves. Life and Xiaolahu on a flank, but currently, it's a 3v4! The wall maybe onto Hoya. Got it forward. Gets the bone skewer into the death from below. That evens up the kill score. But look at the fight under the tier 1. What is happening? FPX is split and TT just stays at death ball.
Life is trying to save the wave because he knows there are 6 grubs. He has ult, he has flash, but he doesn't have an angle into the play. TT, they lose Hoya, but they can go towards the dragon, get themselves to 3. And despite the gold lead, what did we mention earlier? Gold leads on some champions just being saved by Chocho. Arrow comes in onto Chocho.
Bone skewer afterwards, and that's going to be Chocho surely dead again. There's nowhere to
go.
The
exhaust is gone! The exhaust is gone!
And that means they can go in! Onto you, Cal! To lay it down. No more rocks to throw aside from a gravestone on a 6-foot deep hole in the dirt. Hoya tries to find a way on out with a leap strike, but again, it's just following their mid laner into the grave.
It's been a late game scenario. 1xN flashing away. I don't think the bomb will kill him just yet. No, it won't. FPX, though, with 3 members dead on the other side, trying to protect this last minion. Now they can go towards the enemy base. Can they end it off of a single minion? They're stopping the backs.
Life is once again proving so obnoxious. That single cannon minion doing so much work. Finds him! Gets another kill. That's delaying the backs. Finally, they've got that cannon minion. It just doesn't matter. FPX! Find the picks! End the game!
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup between FPX and ThunderTalk. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.